I enjoy when I play soccer. I try to respect all my teammates, respect the rivals, respect the fans, and the media also. And I will try to do my job in the best way. I love soccer, and I don't know. I think the people they can decide, no, when it's my position in the club or in the history in the La Liga. But for me, this is not the most important. Is to live every day, the details, the simple things.
All right, I like that.
Yeah.
When you played, when you scored your many goals, you used to kiss your wedding ring. You're a very proud family man, yeah? What is the most unusual celebration that you've seen other players do?
Oh my God, they are crazy celebration. I don't know. I think sometimes I like, and other times I don't like. I think the simple celebration is for me is the best, the correct way, you know, the right way.
I mean, did you used to think of your family when you were celebrating? What used to go through your mind in those moments?
Yeah, for me, my family, my wife, we create an amazing family with 5 kids, and of course my parents, my brother, my sister, all the family around. But for me, my pillar in my life is my wife. No, we create an amazing family, and also when I score goals before. Always it was for her and for my kids. No?
Football has given you an amazing life. What do you think you would have been if you weren't playing football?
Oh, and when I was a kid, a boy, I always a doctor. I think if I would like to play soccer, otherwise I will doctor, like. To help to the animals. I don't know what you say in English. That veterinarian. I think veterinarian. It was my other way, but luckily I was soccer player. I can enjoy my dream. No?
I think you would have been a very good vet, but a fantastic footballer, obviously. If you were still back home in Spain, you would be recognized all the time. How often do you get recognized in New York?
Nah, here is perfect. It's like a paradise for me. I can take the subway every day to arrive to the office. I can work with my kids. Of course, there are a lot of tourists. There are people that they like soccer here in New York, and sometimes they recognize me. But I can live quiet, no, like in Spain, no. But in Spain, in my city, Madrid, it's my city, no. It's like always I feel very good when I come back to Spain, no.
When you played, you wore the number 7 for most of your career, and that really became a part of your identity. I wonder, what does that number, the number 7, mean to you now? When you see the number 7, what do you think?
I think for Real Madrid, the number 7 is like a symbol, no? They play a big names in the history of the club, no? With the number 7, no? Emilio Butragueño, Amancio, Juanito. This number is like something symbolic for the club, no? All the number is important. Not as important the number, no? You know, the Real Madrid, no? But especially in this club, the number 7 is something special. But I think it's not the most important. But for me, it was a big honor to take this jersey during 17 or 15, 16 season. No?
CNN. They lifted the Champions League and La Liga trophies together as part of Real Madrid's world-renowned Galacticos era, but today Raul Gonzalez and Zinedine Zidane lead very different lives. While legendary striker Raul, who scored 323 goals in 741 appearances for the club, has settled down in New York with his wife and 5 children. His former teammate Zidane remains at the heart of the fiery cauldron that is the Santiago Bernabeu as Real's coach. follow at Scene Sport. The Frenchman has enjoyed much success since being appointed boss of Los Blancos in January last year, winning the European Champions League and breaking a Spanish record by going 40 games unbeaten. But Raul admits he never expected the former World Cup winner to become a manager. When we were teammates, I never thought that Zizou in the future could be a coach, the 39-year-old told CNN World Sport Tuesday. But that's life. I think when he retired, after he tried the second team in Real Madrid, Madrid Castilla, from one day to another he decided to be a coach. And he's doing well. Read MoreZidane, left, and Raul, center, celebrate with Real Madrid teammate Ronaldo. All the Madridistas. We are very happy for him and we hope he'll stay in this position for a long time. He's a very nice person. Very humble. He knows perfectly the soccer and Real Madrid, and I think the most important thing is that the players are very happy with him. A 6-2 aggregate win over Napoli ensured Real advance to the Champions League quarter-finals on Tuesday for a seventh successive year. In La Liga, Madrid's form has stuttered of late, but Los Blancos are well positioned to win the title, trailing title holder Barcelona by a point with a game in hand. Read, David Villa, from broken legs to breaking records. Read, U.S. soccer stars must stand for national anthem. Read, is Tottenham's Harry Kane world class? New York Paradise, and a player has made more Real Madrid appearances than Raul. And only Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo have scored more Champions League goals. Although he didn't win any major competitions in his 102 appearances for Spain, his 44 goals set a record that has since been broken by David Villa. Raul Gonzalez at Real Madrid. Games 741 goals 323 #Flashback Friday #UclePick. Twitter. 5EG1CVREYL and M- Champions League. At Champions League. January 20, 2017. After spending 16 years at Madrid, Raul enjoyed stints at Germany's Schalke 04, Qatari team Al Sadd and New York Cosmos. Now settled in the U.S., he is enjoying a more peaceful way of life with his family away from Spain's football-mad culture. In New York, it's perfect. It's like a paradise for me, he said. I can take the subway every day to get to the office. I can work with my kids. At Adidas Football #First never follows a post shared by Hugo Gonzalez. At Hugo_Gonzalez. R. On July 28, 2016 at 7:47 a.m. PDT. Of course, there are a lot of tourists. There are people who like football here in New York and sometimes they recognize me. But otherwise I can live a quiet life. In Spain, in my city, Madrid, I feel very good when I come back. For me, my pillar in my life is my wife, added Raul, who after scoring a goal would celebrate by kissing his wedding ring. We've created an amazing family. And when I scored goals it was for her and for my kids. His son Hugo plays for New York City FC's under-14 team. Though Raul is conscious of not putting too much pressure on him in continuing the Gonzalez football lineage, only I try to support him, and not to push him. And I think that for my kids, or in this case, he has started to go to school to be a good boy. And after I try to support his passion to play soccer, and I think now he is very happy in NYC. Interactive. Build your ultimate football player. Lucky number. Having occupied Real's legendary No. 7 shirt, the same one now worn by Ronaldo, for so many years, Raul looks back at his illustrious club career with considerable pride. I feel for Real Madrid. The number 7 is a legacy. It plays a big history in the club now. The number 7, Emilio Buitrago, Amancio Amaro, Juanito. This number is something symbolic for the club. Just watch at David Villa. Pep made me a better player. Play more videos. Must watch David Villa. Pep made me a better player. 02. 40. It's not the most important. But for me it was a big honor to take this number through 16 seasons. While it might seem difficult for a sporting icon like Raul to envisage a life without football, now 2 years into his retirement he admits he once contemplated pursuing a very different career path as a vet. When I was a kid, I wanted to be a doctor. I always played football, but otherwise I wanted to help and be a doctor to animals. That was my other way. But luckily I was a football player and I could enjoy my dream. Visit CNN.com football for more news and videos. Veterinary medicine's loss has certainly been football's gain.